Okay. Okay, we can start now. Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma.
Okay. So if you were in the last coding class, yes, if you were in the last coding class, raise your hands. If you were in the last coding class, raise your hands. Okay, Jason was in the last class. Who else? Oluwatoyin Johnson was in the last class. Who else was in the last class? Okay, Faith was in the last class. Who else? Yeah, Mercy, you were in the last class. Okay. Okay, so we have just 4 people from the last class. Okay, we will talk about that after the class. Okay, so like I said, this is Scratch. I hope you can still hear me.
Yes, ma.
Okay, so this is Scratch. You can, if this is your first time of seeing this is Scratch. I already sent the link to the WhatsApp group. Your mommy or daddy can download for you if you don't have it yet. So when you download, install and launch, this is what you see. So this shouldn't be new for a good number of people I see here. It shouldn't be new. So if you have seen, if this is your first time of using Scratch, raise your hands. If this is your first time, of using Scratch, Olubumi Kayode, okay. If this is your first time, okay. No, Mercy, this shouldn't be your first time. Mercy, this shouldn't be your first time. Mirabel, Martha Farayola, you are Mirabel, right?
Yes, ma.
All right. Okay. Faith, mute your mic. I can hear mommy and daddy's voice. So mute your mics. So Olubumi Kayode, please, what's your name? It's mommy's name I'm seeing. So what's your name? Unmute and respond. Yes, I can see. Unmute and respond. Olubumi Kayode, what is your name? I know this is likely to be mommy or daddy's name. So what? Oba. Okay. Okay. Oba. Mirabel Oba. You are welcome to class today. Okay. Ajara too says she's new on Scratch. So today I will just, because this is the first coding section during this holiday, I want to believe that well, I will take it from the beginning. I will try as much as possible to use today's class as introduction, introduce you to Scratch, and if you missed something along the line, this is another time, another moment to learn again. So if this is not your first time of using Scratch, don't leave the call. You will learn something new. So stay on the call, learn something new, ask questions, if you have any question, and I will answer. So I will mute everybody now because I see some people are unmuting their mics. If you don't want me to mute everybody, mute your mics. If you have any question, raise your hands. If you are talking or I hear anything from you without raising your hands, I will remove you from the call. That means you will miss something before joining the call. So please, I don't like muting. I really want you to talk. I want the class to be interactive. That is why I don't like muting our sections. I want you to express yourself. I want to hear your opinions. I want you to talk. That is why I don't like muting us when we come together. But if the distraction and the noise is much, I won't have a choice than to mute everyone. But then I don't really like it. So mute your mics. If you have any question, raise your hands or unmute yourself and say, I have a question, and I will attend to you. But if I can hear noise from your side, I will remove you from the call and you will miss something before you are able to join the section. So I'll start now. Oba, were you trying to ask a question?
No.
Okay.
No, ma.
Okay. Mercy, you raised your hands at a time. Do you have a question?
No, ma.
Okay. Okay. So I've lowered everybody's hands. So yes, we can start. I don't want to mute your mics. So just listen quietly. If you have any question, raise your hands or just unmute and say, please, I have a question. Then I will respond. Or else I will remove you from the call. Do you understand that? Unmute and respond.
Yes, ma.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes, ma.
All right, all right. That's
Yes,
very
ma.
fine. Okay. So let's start our section. Yes, Scratch is fun. Coding is fun. Scratch is fun. So when you download, your mommy will download from the from the internet. She will install for you and launch. So after that, you can start launching by yourself. So after launching Scratch, this is what you will see. This is the page. This is where you learn to code. This is where you learn to code. And I sent some video to the group sometimes, was it last week or thereabout, where you can watch our previous sections where we did introduction to coding, introduction to Scratch. We talked about the code blocks, the different kinds of code blocks that we have and all that. I will just take a brief recap of that and do little projects. It's very simple projects and end the class. So like I said, this is the Scratch. This is your stage. Can you see where the cat is? Can you see where I'm moving the cat around? This is the stage.
No, ma.
Can you see my screen?
No. So I can see your screen.
Mercy, that should be Mercy, that should be
I can see your screen. I can see your screen.
okay. Mercy, that should be your network. Don't worry, you will see my screen in a minute. So I will stop sharing and share again for you to. Okay. Who is that? That mommy should mute her mic. Oh. Ahem. Okay, so can you all see my screen now?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
ma.
Yes. Mercy, it will come up. So, okay. This is the stage.
Yes, ma.
Okay. This is the stage. Can you see the stage where I'm moving the cat? This is your stage. So everything you do, who is that? Who is that? Rafiat Jibulu, I don't know your name. Please mute your mic. Please mute your mic. Mercy, that should be your network. It should be your network. Mercy, that should be your network. Don't worry, you will see my screen. Don't worry, you will see my screen. Okay. So this is, like I said, this is your stage. This is your stage. And you place your code blocks here. You place your code blocks here. So this is your stage. This small rectangular space is your stage. You can make it wider by clicking on this. So if you've been using Scratch, you should be used to this. So just click here, so you have the full screen. Click again, you have the screen minimized. So this is your stage. This is where you will put your code blocks. These are your code blocks. Now let's talk more about the code blocks. Oh, like I said, you use Scratch to learn coding. So these are the code blocks.
I don't know what they're doing.
Hey. Messi, is mommy there?
No,
Who is there with you?
Grandma.
Is your mommy at home? Messi, that should be your network. That should be your network. Probably you leave the call and rejoin. End the call and rejoin. End the call and rejoin. Okay, so these are the code blocks. You can see we have blue code blocks, we have the purple, the violet, orange, we have blue, we have green, we have different code blocks. Now this is the first group, that is motion. Everybody say motion.
Motion.
Yes, yes. So that is the first group. All the code blocks in motion group are blue. So when you want your sprite to move, you use the code blocks in the motion group. When you want your sprite to move, you use the code block in the motion group. So that is for motion. You have move 10 steps, turn 15 degrees, and all of that. So you can check after the class. I won't have a choice than to, yes. So you can't unmute yourself now. Okay. So if you want to change the appearance, the second group is looks. 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 You have code blocks in looks as well. You have sound. The sound group. If you want your sprite, okay, I will click on one of the code blocks in motion. I clicked on the first. Can you see the cat moving? Can you see the cat moving? Yes, the cat is moving. So if you want your sprite to move, you can use any of the code blocks in the motion section. In the motion group, sorry. If I want it to go to any position, I would use go to random position, so your sprite can go anywhere. So just click on it and you see where you see what each code block can do. We go to looks. Just click on it and see if you want your sprite to write something like say hello. Let me bring it here. Say hello for 2 seconds. Click on this. Your sprite will say hello for 2 seconds. By sprites, I mean objects. All these objects. This cat is a sprite and we have lots of sprites. I will show you more sprites. So we have the sand as well. If you want your cat to, can you hear? So that is from the sound. That is from the sound. Any, you can have different types. You can also record your voice. Yes, you can also record your voice. You can record your voice, then stop it, play it.
Record your voice.
So, so you can save it and use it. That is possible as well. Events, we have events as well. So these are the code blocks you use to start your scripts. You use it to start your coding. If you want to write a program, you want to place your code blocks, you start with the first. You can start with any of the first 6. This 1 2 3 4 5 6. You can start with that. You have control as well. You have the control, wait, repeat, forever. We have sensing. If you, like, we have sense organs. Yes, our sprites can also sense. They can feel. So when a sprite touches another sprite, the sprite can feel it. So we have operators as well. This is where we do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, greater than, less than, equal to, pick random number, and all of that. So we also have variables. So these are the code blocks we will be using. These are the code blocks we will be using. These are the code blocks you will be moving. So you move, like I said, you move your code blocks to this part. So I can click on it and drag, bring it to this part. This is where you, like your working canvas. So you bring from here, you put it here. So you can do that. If you don't want it, you just click and drag and remove it from the stage. Click on the code block, drag it to your canvas, remove it. Click on it, drag, click on it, remove. So if this is the code block you want, click on it, bring it to the center. If you don't want it, click on it and remove it. Now I will allow you to unmute yourself. If you have any question, raise your hands now. If you have any question, raise your hands. You can ask your question now. Do you have any question? Do you have a If you have a question, raise your hands. Mosun, do you have a question? Okay. Jason, ask your question. You can unmute your mics now. Okay, Mosun, unmute and ask your question. I don't know your name. Oh, it's Mosun that I see. So you tell me your name before
My
asking
name
your.
is Richard.
Richard. Okay. Okay.
My
Richard.
name is Richard.
Okay. 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 Mute your. Okay. Ask your question. Do you have a question?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay. What's your question?
If we want to download on the computer, how do we do it?
Yes, I sent a video to the WhatsApp group this morning. So you can watch the video. The video will guide you on how you will download it. I will send it
Okay.
again after the class.
Okay, ma.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Boluwatife, is that you? Mosun, mute your mic so that, since I already answered your question, mute your mic. Okay, Omolayo Mary, tell me your name and ask your question. Jason, do you want me to remove you from the call? Omolayo Mary, unmute and ask your question. Unmute and ask your question.
I've
Okay.
already asked my question. I
Oh,
don't have any question again.
okay, that's fine. Rafiat Omobolanle, unmute and ask your question. Ask your question. Tell me your name. What's your name? I didn't hear that. Okay, ask your question. What do you want to tell
I don't
me?
understand the introduction.
You don't understand
I
the
don't understand the
introduction.
introduction. I'm just a beginner.
Okay, do you have has mommy downloaded Scratch for you? Do you have
No.
it on your laptop? but it's not launching, right? It's not working. I'm going to re-download. You should. Okay, please do. Please re-download. Now, basically, when we start using the code blocks, that is when it will know the function of each of the code blocks. When it starts exploring. So don't be anxious, you will understand. Is that okay? Don't be anxious, you will understand. Richard, do you have any other question? Richard, your hand is still raised. Do you have any other question?
No, ma.
Okay, then lower your hands then. So I think I've answered.
Okay, ma.
Okay, I've answered all the questions. So yeah, you can't unmute again. Let's continue. Okay, so like I said, if you want your sprite to move, you go to click on the motion group. You have the code blocks in the motion group. If you want to hear the sound, you want to use the sound, you click on sound. If you want to control, you will use control. Don't worry, when we start doing one or two things on scratch, you begin to understand. So let me show you what sprites are. Sprites are objects in scratch. Like I said, we've done this before. I'm just trying to run through the introduction for you. Sprites are objects in Scratch. All the objects we use in Scratch, we call them sprites. And we have lots of sprites in Scratch. We have lots of sprites. So if you want to see the sprites that you have, you want to choose a sprite, you want to pick an object for your coding for your project, you click on this. Can you see where I'm hovering my mouse on? Choose a sprite. So when you click on it, you can see all the sprites you have. You can see you have the animals, you have the bat, the bear walking, the beetle, the butterfly, butterfly 2, cat. You see all you can see the animals you have in Scratch. You can choose any of these animals for your project. You can give any of these animals instruction, because coding basically means giving instructions to an object. Please, after the class, if this is your first class, go back and watch the video of introduction to coding. I will send the video again after the class. Please watch the video. So coding is just giving instruction to an object. You can pick any object here. You can pick any of these animals. For example, if I want to pick the beetle, I'll just click on the beetle and I'll have the beetle on my stage. I can have more than one sprite on my stage. Let's say I want to choose another sprite. You click here, choose a sprite, click on it. Then you have other sprites. We have the people group, Abby, Amon, Andy. You have this. If I want to use ballerina, I'll click on ballerina and I will have ballerina on my stage. Like I said, you can have more than one sprite on your stage. This is the stage. If I want to choose another sprite, click on choose a sprite. If I want music, okay, let's go to food. I can pick any of this. I will choose a cake, click on cake. I have it on my stage. So I have 4 sprites, 4 objects on my stage. When I say sprites, I mean objects. I have 4 objects on my stage now. Now, I hope you all understand how to choose a sprite. Do you understand how to choose a sprite? Unmute and respond. Do you understand how to choose a sprite now, or I should take it again?
Yes, ma. Ma.
Me-
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Okay. So I think we're Omolayo Mary. Do you have a question? Omolayo Mary, do you have a question? Your hand is raised. Okay, I will take that as you don't have a question. Okay. Okay, let's continue. So that is how to choose a sprite. If you don't need these sprites again, for example, I don't need the cat. I don't need the cat for today's project. I will click on the cat here and click on this bin. This is like a waste bin. I'll click on the waste bin and the cat will leave the stage. If I don't need this beetle, click on the beetle here and click on the waste bin that comes on it. What did you who is that?
It's me.
Okay, what is it? I can't hear you.
I want to ask something. What is the waste bin?
Yes, okay, I will show you again. I'll show you. This is the waste bin. Can you see it? Can you see where my hand is? Can you see this waste bin?
Yes, ma.
Have you seen it now?
Yes, ma.
So just click on the waste bin and the sprite will leave the stage. Is that okay? So mute your mic now.
Ma.
So mute your mic. I will not mute you from here because I want you to interact. Just don't disturb the class. If I don't need the cake, I will just click on the waste bin and the cake will leave. If I don't need the ballerina, click on the waste bin and the ballerina will leave the stage. You can see that I don't have any sprites on my stage again. So let's bring in another sprite. I will come here, click here, choose a sprite. Or I will choose any sprite of my choice. Now let's choose Avery Walk. So I have Avery. I have Avery on my stage. Do you all understand how to choose a sprite now?
Yes, ma.
Okay.
Yes, ma.
Okay.
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, ma.
Okay. That's fine. Another thing we will learn to put on our stage. You know, when you go to parties, probably your mommy has taken you to a wedding ceremony or wedding party before. You know, where the bride and groom seat is usually very beautiful. There will be decorations, backdrop, the stage will be beautiful. You can also make your stage beautiful. What is the color of our stage now? What's the color of our stage now?
White.
White, yes. We can make our stage more, yes, white, it's white. We can make,
Our stage is white.
yes, okay, it's okay. We can make our stage more beautiful. We can make it more beautiful. So let's add a backdrop. We call it backdrop in sprites. So let's add a backdrop to our stage. We will add a backdrop to our stage. You know, when you want to choose a sprite, this is where you click on backdrop. 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 Yes, backdrop. Backdrop.
Ma, is it black drop?
No, ba. There is no l. Ba. Back like your back. Your back. Is that okay? Okay. So mute your mics, mute your mics, mute your mics, mute your mics. Okay, if you want to choose a backdrop, you will click here. Can you see where my hand is?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Okay, this is where you choose a backdrop. This is where you choose a backdrop. This is where you choose a backdrop. So I will click on it. You have different types of backdrop. You have the hectic, baseball 2. You have the bedroom 1, bedroom 2. You have the blue sky. You have the boardwalk. You have the chalkboard. You have the castle 1, 2, 3. You have canyon. You have different, you have the colorful city, you have a concert backdrop, you have flowers, you have art, you have all, you have garden, galaxy, you have the forest. So I want you to tell me which backdrop should I choose? Tell me, which backdrop do you want me to choose? I have the party.
Beach. Castle. Beach. Castle. Beach.
Okay, 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 okay. Okay, I will choose beach and I will choose castle. Let's choose beach first. I'll choose beach and then choose castle. So just click on it. Can you see that my stage is more beautiful? Yes, so this is beach. This is beach. My stage is now more beautiful. You can change the backdrop. Who is that? Who is that? Do you want me to mute your mic for you? Okay, I'll answer your questions. Let's finish this. You can click on backdrop. So this is where you choose a backdrop. This is where you choose a backdrop. This is where you choose a backdrop. Click on it. You have lots of backdrops. So I will choose castle 4. Can you see? Now, you can have more than one backdrop on your stage. If you put another backdrop, the former one will leave. You can have different sprites, more than one sprite, but you can only have one backdrop. Is that okay? Okay. Okay, so you can choose a backdrop, bedroom 2. This is also fine. So you have different backdrops you can choose for. Let's see. We have different groups. We have underwater, we have patterns, we have space, we have indoors, we have outdoors, we have sports. If you're a lover of sports, we have music, we have the concerts, we have the spotlights, we have the theater, we have the theater too. We have fantasy as well. Woods, castle, the witch house. So I choose the woods. So we have this. Do you understand how to choose a backdrop now?
Yes, ma.
Okay, so let's see the questions we have. Okay, you can, let's see. Odwewa Jarat, I know this is mommy's name. Tell me your name and ask your question. On mute, tell me your name and ask your question.
My name is Fashala Richard.
Richard, okay. Okay,
All these things, how can I get it on my laptop? Because I don't have any of them there.
Okay, is mommy with you?
Yes, ma.
Okay, mommy, please download Scratch for Richard. So mommy will download for you. Is that okay? She will put Scratch on your laptop. She will download it on your laptop for you.
Okay, ma.
Okay, that's fine. Yes. Is that Oba? Omalai or Mary? Are you up? I think I've messed up the name. Okay, tell me your name. I'm sorry. Tell me your name and ask your question. Don't worry, I will get used to your names. I know Jason already. I know Mercy. I know Faith. I know. I know. Yeah, don't worry. I will know your name with time. Just tell me your name till I get used to your name. Okay. That means you don't have a question. You've lowered your hands. Oba. Okay. Mosun. That should be Oba, right? Okay.
No, ma. My name is Nifemi.
Nifemi. Okay. Nifemi, ask your question.
What is event?
Event. Event is like I don't want to use occurrence because it's a big word. When something happens, is that okay? What you want to happen, that is an event. For example, today is where are we? What is happening now? We are in a coding section, so it's an event. When you want something to happen or when something happens, that is event. For example,
Yeah, I'm talking about event on Scratch.
yes, that's it now. I'm telling you what event on Scratch mean. That's it. So if you want to click the green flag, So this is when the green flag is clicked. So when you click the green flag, when that green flag is clicked, when it happens that you click on the green flag, it's still the same thing like events. We have another one. When you press the space key, don't worry, we will use it more often. Is that okay?
Yes, ma.
Okay, do we have any other question?
Yes, ma.
Okay, Faith, ask your question.
I don't have any question.
Okay, who else has a question? Okay, can we continue our class now?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Yes,
Okay.
ma.
Mirabel, are you here? Mirabel.
Yes, ma.
Do you have Scratch on your laptop already?
Yes, ma.
Did you join the meeting with your laptop?
Yes, ma.
Is mommy there with you?
Yes, ma.
Can she share? Don't mind me. Can she help you share your screen? Mommy, can you share Mirabel's screen for us?
Okay, she's connected to the meeting on the phone while she has a
Okay.
laptop beside her.
Okay. So who joined this meeting with his or her laptop? I want you to share your screen and let's practice what we've learned.
I did, ma.
Okay, share your screen. Share your screen. You can. I'll stop
Okay.
presenting now so you can share your screen.
Ma, you said that we are not allowed to
Okay, yes, I will allow that. Thank you for
You are not
reminding.
allowed to share your screen.
You can share it now. Have allowed that.
No. Still the same thing here.
Really?
Yes, it's still the same thing.
You can share your screen. I have enabled it. Please try again. You should be able to now.
Ma, still the same thing.
Still the same thing.
It's still the same thing, ma'am.
Wow. Okay, just a moment. Okay, please go ahead and try sharing.
Okay, it has changed. Yes.
Okay, so you
Ma,
can.
talking now.
Okay, who is sharing our screen? Because
I'm sharing my screen now.
please, your name.
Rafia Tomobolale.
Okay, Oluwatoyin Johnson, stop your video. Stop your video. Okay, yes, we've been enjoying the network. Okay. Okay, Mosun is sharing. So who is sharing? Okay. Rafiat Omobalan. Okay, what is your name? Mommy is Rafiat. So what is your own name? Tell me your name. What's your name?
Abdul Rashid.
Abdul Rashid. Hey, how many people are sharing their screen now? Who is this? Oluwatoyin, please stop sharing.
There are three. I registered them. Three.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Yes,
Please, can
ma'am.
you hear me, ma?
Yes, I can.
There are three of them.
Okay.
So the other two, they are not with laptops, so they joined me here with
Yes.
Rashid Chibulu. So that one is in front of and Erikan.
Okay, that's not a problem. As long as they are part of what we are doing and they can practice after the class, it's not a problem.
Yes.
Okay, please share your screen once again. You've stopped sharing.
I'm still sharing.
I can't see from here. Please stop sharing and share again. So have you started sharing? I just want one of them to